Have you ever noticed that some women in their 70s seem to walk with confidence, climb stairs with ease, and get up from a chair without thinking twice, while others begin struggling with those same movements soon after turning 60? Many people believe this is simply a normal part of aging. But the truth is, in many cases, it isn't. One of the biggest reasons women lose strength in their legs isn't because they're getting older. It's because they stop challenging the muscles that protect their mobility every single day. And here's something that may surprise you. There is one simple leg exercise that most women over 60 never do. It takes only a few minutes, requires no gym, no expensive equipment, and can help maintain the strength needed for everyday activities like walking, climbing stairs, and standing up with confidence. In today's video, I'll show you what that exercise is, why it works, and how to do it safely at home. Before we begin, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Here at Forever Independent, every video is created to help you stay strong, active, and independent for many years to come. Now let's discover the simple exercise that so many women overlook, and why it could make a real difference in the way you move. The surprising part is that leg strength doesn't disappear overnight. It fades little by little, often without us noticing. At first, you may need to push a little harder to get up from the couch. Then you begin avoiding stairs whenever possible. Carrying groceries feels a bit heavier than it used to. Walking longer distances becomes more tiring, and your steps start to feel shorter and less confident. Many women assume these changes are simply because they're getting older. But that's only part of the story. As we age, our muscles naturally lose strength if they aren't challenged regularly. This process, known as age-related muscle loss, can begin as early as our 30s and gradually speeds up after the age of 60. The good news is that our muscles can still respond to the right kind of movement even later in life. In fact, studies have consistently shown that simple strength exercises can help older adults improve muscle function, balance, and mobility. The key isn't spending hours exercising. It's choosing movements that wake up the muscles your body depends on every single day. And that's exactly why the exercise you're about to see is so important. It targets one of the most neglected muscle groups in women over 60. The muscles that help you stand up, walk with confidence, climb stairs, and stay independent for as long as possible. So before we talk about how to do it correctly, let's look at why this simple movement is far more powerful than most people realize. The exercise is called the sit-to-stand. It may sound incredibly simple, but don't let that fool you. In fact, this is one of the most practical movements your body performs every single day. Every time you stand up from a chair, get out of bed, or rise from the toilet, you're using the same muscles involved in this exercise. The problem is that many women stop using these muscles with enough effort. Over time, they begin relying more on their arms, pushing off furniture, or avoiding movements that feel difficult. Little by little, the legs do less work and the muscles become weaker. The sit-to-stand exercise changes that. It strengthens the large muscles in your thighs, hips, and glutes. The muscles responsible for keeping you stable, helping you walk with confidence, and making everyday activities feel easier. One reason health professionals often recommend this movement is because it closely mimics real life. You're not training for a competition. You're training for the activities that help you remain independent. Research has shown that functional strength exercises like this can improve lower body strength, balance, and overall mobility in older adults. Even more importantly, they can help people feel more confident when moving throughout the day. And the best part? You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need a gym. You don't need to spend an hour exercising. All you need is a sturdy chair, a few minutes a day, and the willingness to stay consistent. Now let's talk about the right way to perform this exercise so you get the benefits while protecting your knees and your back. Now before you try this exercise, there's something important you should know. Many women start with good intentions, but they unknowingly make a few simple mistakes that reduce the benefits, or make the movement feel harder than it needs to be. The first mistake is trying to stand up too quickly. This isn't a race. The real benefit comes from moving with control. As you rise from the chair, focus on using your leg muscles instead of relying on momentum. Then lower yourself back down slowly. That controlled movement is what helps build strength. The second mistake is pushing too much with your hands. If you need to use your hands at first, that's completely okay. Safety always comes first. But as your legs become stronger, try using less support little by little. The goal is to allow your leg muscles to do more of the work over time. Another common mistake is doing too many repetitions on the first day. More isn't always better. If you're just getting started, even 5 to 8 controlled repetitions can be enough. As the exercise becomes easier, you can gradually increase the number or perform an extra set. And most importantly, listen to your body. You should expect your muscles to work, but you should not ignore sharp pain, dizziness, or discomfort that feels unusual. If you have severe knee pain, recent surgery, balance problems, or any medical condition that affects your mobility, it's always a good idea to speak with your healthcare provider or physical therapist before starting a new exercise routine. Remember, this isn't about proving how strong you are today. It's about becoming a little stronger than you were yesterday. And when you repeat that small effort consistently, day after day, that's when you begin to notice the real changes. So, what could realistically happen if you practice this simple exercise consistently for the next 30 days? The first thing many women notice isn't that they suddenly become stronger. It's that everyday movements begin to feel a little easier. Getting up from a chair may require less effort. Walking through the grocery store may feel less tiring. Climbing a few stairs can become more comfortable, and you may even notice that your balance feels a little steadier. These changes often happen because your muscles are becoming more active again. You're reminding your body to use the strength it still has instead of allowing those muscles to become weaker from inactivity. Of course, everyone's starting point is different. Some women may notice improvements within a few weeks, while others need more time. Factors such as your overall health, activity level, nutrition, and consistency all play an important role. The goal isn't to become an athlete in 30 days. The goal is to move with greater confidence than you do today. And that's exactly how lasting progress is built. Small improvements repeated day after day. One extra repetition. One more comfortable walk. One less moment of hesitation before standing up. These may seem like small victories, but together they can make a meaningful difference in your quality of life over time. That's why consistency matters far more than intensity. Doing this exercise for just a few minutes most days of the week is often much more beneficial than exercising hard once in a while and then stopping completely. Think of this exercise as a daily investment in your future independence. Every repetition is a small step toward keeping your legs stronger, your balance steadier, and your confidence higher for the years ahead. 3 daily habits that make this exercise even more effective. While this simple exercise can make a real difference, it's important to remember that your muscles don't work alone. If you want stronger legs and better mobility after 60, there are a few daily habits that can make this exercise even more effective. The first is getting enough protein. As we get older, our bodies become less efficient at maintaining muscle mass. Protein provides the building blocks your muscles need to repair and stay strong. Good sources include eggs, fish, chicken, Greek yogurt, beans, lentils, and other protein-rich foods. You don't need a complicated diet, just aim to include some quality protein with your meals throughout the day. The second habit is staying active even outside your workouts. You don't have to spend hours exercising. A short walk around your neighborhood, gardening, playing with your grandchildren, or simply avoiding sitting for long periods can all help keep your muscles engaged. And finally, don't underestimate the importance of rest. Your muscles become stronger while they recover. Getting enough sleep and staying well hydrated supports that recovery process and helps your body respond better to exercise. Think of these habits as teammates. The exercise is the foundation, but good nutrition, regular movement, and proper recovery all work together to help you stay stronger and more independent. Why it's never too late to start. One of the biggest misconceptions about aging is believing that once you lose strength, there's nothing you can do to get it back. Thankfully, that's simply not true. Our bodies continue to adapt throughout life. Even in our 60s, 70s, and beyond, muscles can become stronger when they're challenged in a safe and consistent way. You don't have to compare yourself to who you were at 30. The only comparison that truly matters is who you are today versus who you'll be a few weeks from now if you choose to keep moving. Some days will feel easier than others. There may be moments when you don't feel motivated, and that's perfectly normal. What matters is not being perfect. What matters is showing up again tomorrow. Every time you stand up from that chair, every walk you take, every repetition you complete, you're sending your body a powerful message. I still want to stay active. I still want to stay independent. And those small choices, repeated consistently over time, often become the reason many women continue enjoying the simple freedoms that make life so meaningful. It's never about becoming the strongest person in the room. It's about staying strong enough to live life on your own terms. Growing older doesn't mean giving up your strength. It doesn't mean accepting that everyday movements have to become harder with each passing year. The small choices you make today can have a powerful impact on how you move, feel, and live in the years ahead. A few minutes of movement. A little consistency. One simple exercise repeated day after day. These may seem like small actions, but together they can help you stay active, confident, and independent for much longer. Remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about giving your body the opportunity to become a little stronger every single day. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps YouTube share this information with more women who want to stay strong and independent after 60. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to invite you to join the Forever Independent community. Every week you'll find practical videos about leg strength, mobility, balance, healthy habits, nutrition, and simple daily routines designed to help you keep doing the things you love for as many years as possible. Now I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried this exercise before, or are you planning to start today? Let me know in the comments below. I read as many of your comments as I can, and I'd love to hear about your experience. Thank you so much for watching. Take good care of yourself, keep moving, and I'll see you in the next video.